Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that touches every single one of us hard times. No matter who you are, life has a way of throwing challenges at you. Whether it's losing a job, struggling with studies, facing financial stress, or even just feeling low and unmotivated. But here's the thing, no matter how dark it feels, there's always a way to stay positive, to hold on, and to keep moving forward. And we're here today to share that message with you in the most honest, uplifting, and hopefully even a little funny way. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community because together, we're stronger.
Absolutely. Sophia, staying positive doesn't mean pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about choosing hope even when the situation looks hopeless. And you know what? Sometimes staying positive also means laughing at yourself, smiling when you least feel like it, and reminding yourself that this moment, no matter how hard, will pass. So today, let's walk together through 12 sections of encouragement, wisdom, and real conversation. If you're ready, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's start this journey of learning how to stay positive in the hardest times of life.
People often think positivity is just about smiling and pretending everything is okay. But staying positive during hard times actually affects how we think, how we make decisions, and even how our bodies respond to stress. When someone loses hope, they stop trying. They stop searching for solutions, and they end up stuck in the same place. But when someone chooses positivity, they suddenly see options they didn't notice before. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The room might still be messy and full of problems, but at least now you can see where you're going.
And positivity is contagious. When you walk into a room full of people, you can instantly feel if the energy is heavy or uplifting. In tough times, being positive doesn't just help you, it helps everyone around you. Imagine a parent going through financial struggles, but still finding ways to smile and encourage their kids. That positivity creates hope in the whole household. Negativity spreads like a virus too, but so does hope. Choosing to stay positive is actually an act of leadership. It means you are choosing to lift others up even when you feel the weight yourself.
One of the biggest things that helped me stay positive in tough times is the understanding that pain doesn't last forever. Think about the hardest days of your past. You made it through them, didn't you? At the time, it might have felt like the pain would never end. But here you are today, listening, breathing, living. That proves storms don't last forever.
Yes, Sophia, that's such an important point. When people are going through a tough season, they often think this is my life forever, but no situation is permanent. Losing a job isn't permanent. Heartbreak isn't permanent. Even sadness isn't permanent. Everything in life is a season. And if you can just hold on, if you can remind yourself, this too shall pass, then suddenly, the burden feels lighter. It's like running in the rain. At some point, the storm will stop, and the sun will shine again.
Whenever life feels heavy, I turn to gratitude. It sounds simple, but being thankful even in dark times changes everything. When you shift your focus from what you've lost to what you still have, your perspective changes. Maybe you lost a job, but you still have your health. Maybe you failed an exam, but you still have the chance to try again. Gratitude helps us see that life is not only about what's missing, it's about what remains.
Exactly, Sophia. Gratitude is like a reset button for the heart. You can't feel hopeless and grateful at the same time. Every morning, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for, even on my hardest days. Sometimes it's as simple as, I'm thankful for this cup of coffee, or I'm thankful I can breathe. And trust me, when you train your brain to see blessings, even in hardship, you find strength to keep moving.
David, don't you think laughter is underrated? People often forget that laughter is medicine, even in hard times. When you laugh, whether at yourself, a funny memory, or even a silly joke, you remind yourself that you're still alive, still human, still capable of joy.
Absolutely. You know, Sophia, sometimes in my darkest days, I'd watch comedy clips or talk to that one friend who always cracks me up. And honestly, I'd feel lighter afterward. Life is too short to carry every burden seriously. Humor doesn't erase the pain, but it gives you a break from it. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. Suddenly, there's air, there's light, and you realize you can still smile despite the storm.
In hard times, the people around you matter so much. If you surround yourself with negative voices, they'll only drag you deeper. But if you stay close to people who lift you up, people who encourage you, you'll feel stronger. It's like when you're climbing a mountain, having someone to say, "Come on, you can do this," makes the climb bearable.
Yes, and it's okay to distance yourself from toxic energy. If someone constantly discourages you or makes you feel worse, you have the right to protect your peace. Staying positive doesn't mean keeping everyone happy. It means choosing who gets access to your energy. In fact, the right community like this one here on our channel can be your source of daily motivation. And that's why we always remind our viewers to subscribe. Because here, we believe in lifting each other up.
You know, David, sometimes staying positive isn't just about mindset. It's also about taking care of your body. When you eat well, exercise, and get enough sleep, your brain naturally feels more balanced. On the other hand, if you skip meals, stay up all night, and neglect your health, negativity becomes stronger.
That's right. Our minds and bodies are connected. Even something as small as going for a 20-minute walk can completely change your mood. I've had days where I felt completely down, but after moving my body, I felt fresh and hopeful again. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's survival. When your body feels good, your mind finds it easier to stay positive.
One of the biggest mistakes people make in hard times is focusing too much on what they can't control. For example, we can't control the economy, the weather, or other people's actions, but we can control our attitude, our reactions, and our effort.
Exactly. When you focus on what's in your control, you feel empowered instead of powerless. I always tell myself, maybe I can't control the storm, but I can control how I sail my ship. This mindset keeps me from drowning in negativity. Instead of wasting energy worrying, I invest energy in improving what I can. And that shift makes all the difference.
Every hardship teaches us something, even if we don't see it at the time. Think about it, most of the strongest people, didn't become strong in comfort. They became strong through struggle. Hard times shape us, teach us resilience, and prepare us for the future.
Yes, Sophia, I completely agree. In fact, some of the best lessons of my life came from my hardest moments. Failure taught me humility. Rejection taught me persistence. And pain taught me compassion. When you start viewing struggles as teachers instead of enemies, suddenly the burden feels meaningful. It's no longer why me, but what is this teaching me?
Sometimes positivity comes from faith, whether it's faith in God, faith in life, or even faith in yourself. Believing that tomorrow can be better gives you strength to get through today.
Absolutely. Hope is the anchor in the storm. Even when everything looks hopeless, if you hold on to faith, you find light in the darkest tunnel. I remember times I thought I'd never get through, but my faith reminded me, this is not the end of my story, and that belief kept me moving.
Positivity isn't just an idea, it's a habit. Waking up early, writing gratitude lists, reading uplifting books, listening to motivational talks. These small daily habits build a strong, positive mindset.
Yes, Sophia. And habits are powerful because they create consistency. You don't have to wait for motivation, you build systems that keep you going. And when the next hard time comes, your habits become your shield. That's why it's so important for viewers to not only listen to us today, but also to practice positivity every single day.
So, David, as we wrap up, I just want to remind our listeners that no matter how hard life feels right now, staying positive is always a choice. It's not easy, it's not automatic, but it is possible. Even in the darkest night, there are stars shining.
Well said, Sophia. And to everyone watching, remember this: tough times don't last, but tough people do. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, because this channel is all about building a community of positivity and strength. Together, we rise.